position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Entering play calls. Normal.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Inside zone is selected.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
There are 8 categories.
Guys, let's chat about Florida. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the lone running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's McLaughlin. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Cover 1 SS blitz is selected.
Dropping back, it's Barry. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
5 categories. You have 4 options. With slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, then love to get a drive going here. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators are in the hurry up. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
There are 11 categories. You have 38 options.
He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And throws off the RPO. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down.
Sting is selected.
And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Gets the back moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll start to return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And just shedding tackles.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, and your fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, better look out! They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Barry. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter.
Cover 4 pawns.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little space. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Edge blitz do.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job on the defense closing it off and making the interception.
The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward as edge. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Barry. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the catch. Brings into the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got him in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing the running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put them right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The Gators are flying down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. Once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Still looking on the move. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted. Now, they can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 72 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They try to get it outside on the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Right back to the well. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Barry. He slings it deep to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Give cushion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
To the air on second down. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short.
Audible.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Entering formation.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
To invert hard flat.
Alabama trying to convert this fourth down.
42 Spiders.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him.
Entering Entering paused screen. Entering cancel pop-up. Entering cancel pop-up. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to entering play
Denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Short cross.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Now improvising. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump?
Give cushion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. A shot toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense used to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. Trying to find his man in the middle. Touchdown, Florida! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18.
And let's do.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here.
It's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
And that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space, nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover, you caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Turning it on! He's at the 50. The 30.
defense knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just one over UTSA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Slithers into space. Continuing to turn and move it forward. And they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Corner.
After run, now throw. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him.
Entering play call. Formation. Option is set to.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slowed down back to the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys. He's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. And that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And let's do.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They even things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Alabama will get the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. At the 45 on its way. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown time! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Got his man. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on that second down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Gators have this offense rolling. To the ground, he's got it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The corners are walked up tight. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gators. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense, you feel good about it. Take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to West Virginia. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just gets it to the 28. Pick up a 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play. It's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led.
He's loose down the left side. Attack! Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Ohio, there are 5 categories. You have 4 options, with slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Bring in the heat. Lets it fly. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good...
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And they take another look at the play. The officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Here's the handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Takes the easy one to the back. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Juggle moves.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He's looking to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Cover 1, cover 3 hatch.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Auction is
Quick
set.
timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Categories. You have 4 options with slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Got his man to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's McLaughlin. Touchdown Gators! A great catch and run for 6.
Entering.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Dual slot open. With midline red off. RPO alert screen.
play the analytics here and you go for 2. Zings it complete to the right. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Entering play split. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS splits is
The
selected.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. 1 possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama trying to hold this lead and run out the clock. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions.